officially vacation prep time. I'm going to share with you guys what fits inside as well. I was being way too optimistic. Good morning, everyone. It is officially vacation prep time. I was able to get a day off in order to do everything that I need to do before we head out on vacation. So it is still a couple of weeks before we leave, but this was the only time that I had in order to be able to do it. So I thought it would be fun to bring you guys along. So first off, we're going to do our nails. My nails are a hot mess at the moment. I don't have them done because they started chipping. So before I just started pulling off the polish myself, I decided to just remove it. And then after that, I'm going to cut my hair. Nothing too drastic. I just want to cut my tips off. I think I've said it previously, but I'm trying to let my natural hair color grow out, because what I ultimately want to do is kind of like a balayage in my natural hair color. I feel like the blonde picks up so much nicer that way. So that is what I'm currently working on, and I feel like it's grown like up to here. We still have a very long way to go. But I do try to go get like my tips cut about every 2 months or so, just so that it continues to grow healthier. And I feel like when you cut off your tips, at least for me, my hair grows faster. So we're doing that after the nails. Now in the nails place where we're going, there's actually a super cute small boutique that I follow on Instagram. I'll leave their handle linked here. And they have, well, let me backtrack. So I follow another, kind of like fashion content creator, and she recently paired a Abercrombie and Fitch white polka dot dress. So the dress was kind of like whitish, and then the polka dots were black. She paired them with her Dior raffia flats, and you guys know I have the Dior kind of like little kitten heel raffias, which I got last year for my birthday, and I'm so looking forward to start wearing them again this year. And I went to look at the Abercrombie dress that she had linked, but unfortunately my size wasn't available. So I ended up seeing that this little boutique actually posted a reel, and she had like one dress left. And it is polka dot. It has like this really pretty accent, sort of like one shoulder. Oh, so cute. So I was like, oh my God. Hopefully she still has it today. Hopefully it fits, because it is a size small. I am currently in between sizes, but I've always said this, like with retailer sizes, it's such a hit or miss. So I just go with what I feel comfortable in. So I'm hoping that the small fits nice, because I feel it's going to pair so nicely with the raffia heels. Yeah, that's pretty much the day that we have today. Again, I thought I'd bring you guys along. All right, so nails are officially done. I have to share with you guys, but we'll get into that in a minute. I came to the little boutique. Oh, my nails, hold on. So I went with Funny Bunny. I just wanted to do something very like simple, and I love a good white mani, but I think that Funny Bunny is just like a little bit daintier than just like a stark white. And then I did the same thing on my toes. I did do regular. I'm trying not to do gel unless I'm going on like a summer or like a beach vacation, just because gel really destroys my nails. And I have been feeling that anytime that I put like my nails in to get cured, like my nail bed burns. Let me know if you guys feel the same thing. But yeah, so went ahead and did that. I jumped next door because my hair lady texted me that she's running a little bit behind. So I'm actually going to go grab lunch now. But I did jump next door to the boutique to try on the dress. Guys, I was being way too optimistic. They only had a small left. So I thought, depending on the material, that it might have worked. But no, there was no way. I didn't even try it on. Like, it was just teeny tiny. Again, it goes back to the whole like sizing just can be so off. So now that we have some time to kill, let's get into the newest handbag in my handbag collection. So this is from Madre Atelier. They actually reached out to me via email and asked me if I wanted to try out one of their pieces. As I always do, I went into the website, kind of browsed around, and they have some very unique styles of handbags, But you guys know me and my very simple sort of classic silhouettes that I go towards, and I fell in love with this piece. First off, I love that the brand is from Barcelona. So in Spain, they have a small boutique in Barcelona, which they hand make the pieces in. So you can shop in the boutique, but you can also see the craftsmanship actually working on the pieces there. And I thought that that was just so unique. Now I need to plan a trip to Spain in order to stop by the boutique and check them out. So the one that I chose is called the Saka. They actually have it in various sizes. They have this miniature one that's so cute. I was really tempted, but as I've shared with you in my handbag chats video, I kind of want to be practical in regards to the bags that I'm adding. So I thought that this size would be perfect. I'm going to share with you guys what fits inside as well, but I just wanted to share with you the overview of the bag. Now, the leather, which I did reach out to them and asked about as soon as I received it. So they said that their leather that they use, since it is fairly new, it's fairly fresh, it does kind of have like a little bit of stiffness to it. But with time, it'll soften up and that squeakiness will go away. So I'll definitely keep you guys posted on that. Now, the outside of the bag, as you can see, is basically just one long piece all throughout. And then they connect the sides with two other pieces. I just love it. I think it's so well made. The stitching looks immaculate. The glazing as well looks super good. I also picked it up in this beautiful kind of navy shade because I do have a few pieces in my wardrobe in which I feel like this bag will go with super well. And one of the main reasons is also that the bag is so versatile. So you do have this strap, which can be worn as a crossbody, but it is adjustable and removable. So let me share with you guys. Actually, let's get into what fits inside really quick. Here's the interior of the bag, and I love the raw leather kind of feeling in the interior of the handbag. So here's what I'm carrying. You guys can see there. I have my small little Celine pouch, and in here I just have kind of like small little things that I might need, a nail file, pills, bandages, all that good stuff. Then I have my hand sanitizer on one of the sides, my card holder. Then I have my lip balm of choice, which is the one that I applied earlier, and it is the one from Hermes. I love the color payoff of these. And then I did bring my top coat, which I wanted the lady to use. However, last time that I did my nails, I did a red shade and it still had like kind of like red particles inside. Oh my gosh. So as soon as she swiped the first coat, my nail turned red basically. So thankfully she uses the same brand, and I love this brand. If you do your own nails, this gives you like a gel like look on your nails, and it dries your nails super fast, especially for regular nail polish. And of course, last but not least, no surprise there, I have my wipes. So here's what the interior looks like. And as I said, it's just basically a really like raw lining, and I love it. I feel like it adds a little bit of edge to the handbag. But then you do have the crossbody strap, which hooks right here. So I wanted to share with you guys how the strap can be pulled out, and then you can convert the bag into a shoulder bag. Okay, so look at this, how cute. You can turn it into a shoulder bag and throw it over your shoulder. So comfortable. I love the versatility that it has. And then you can fully remove this strap. So you do have the kind of like little hooks here and the adjustments for additional length. So this is the full strap that I just went ahead and removed. And then it turns into a clutch. How fun is it? The closing is definitely more comfortable when you do have things stuffed inside of the bag. I love it. I love this. I feel like it's so sleek, so understated. There's no logos whatsoever. You just have a very small embossing of the brand right here at the front. And it's honestly such a good, comfortable size to carry as a clutch. So I have this beautiful navy linen dress that I got from Quince last year. And I think paired with this and a pair of raffia sandals would look so cute coming into spring and summer. So I'm super excited to try it on like that. So this is the quick reveal of the newest handbag in my collection. I'm very pleasantly surprised, especially knowing that the handbags are handmade And I just love the idea of like the boutique being available for you to go in and do your shopping. They do offer you the ability to kind of customize some pieces. So I thought that that would be super fun and like a great souvenir as well to bring back if you do visit Barcelona. However, they do ship worldwide. So I will leave the link to the website down below. And the shipping was very, very fast. I gotta say that I probably received the bag in less than a week. But I'm very grateful that they reached out in order to send me one of their pieces, and I hope you guys loved it as well. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you own anything from this brand or if you have heard of the brand before. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. As I said, plans have changed, so I'm actually going to go grab lunch. My mom works nearby. I had brought my protein shake, which I wanted to have, but I feel like I'm going to take a little bit longer. Therefore, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go grab lunch by my mom's job. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we're back. Hair is officially all ready. I am obsessed. As I said, sorry, I had the mic down here and I didn't realize it. Hold on, let me put this in my jacket. So I came in just to get a toner. I just wanted to kind of like bring back to life the blonde of my hair before having to do like a full-on retouch. And then I just kind of cut my tips. So I did like a blunt bob, and then she does do the curtain bangs, which I really like. And it's funny because I love how they look when they're styled like this, but I end up just popping them in back of my ear most of the time. And I always have to like bring it back out and be like, enjoy your curtain bangs. I wanted to talk to you guys and kind of ask you also, like, how much do you spend on like those types of like beauty maintenance things? I know that I once posted something on Instagram and I was shook by the amount of Europeans that pay like $25 for like a pedi and a manicure, like a regular one. So for my manicure and pedicure, as I said, it was regular, nothing fancy, no extra massage, nothing like that. It was $50. And then I left a $15 tip. Rudy says I am like the worst at tipping in the sense that I'm always like tipping too much. But I've worked in the service industry. Like I know what it is, especially when you find somebody that really enjoys their job, that is actually like, you can tell that they're enjoying what they're doing. I don't know. I always feel like I have to, add a little extra tip. I could have possibly just tipped $10. Let me know if that's still too much or if even 15 was too little. I don't know. I kind of want to hear what you guys' thoughts are in regards to that. And then for my hair, I did the toner, I did the cut, and then she dried it, and it was $90. I have been coming to her for quite some time, so I'm sure that that plays into the whole kind of like amount. I love my hairstylist. Like I come to her, I drive about an hour and some to come to her, so I always tip her, obviously depending on the job. Like today I'll probably tip her like 20-25 bucks. So just wanted to kind of share that with you, get your 2 cents, because I know that that tipping culture has changed a lot, especially here in the US. Now you have like a processing fee whenever you do use credit cards in certain places. So then people, don't add or take that away from the tip that they're going to provide for the person. There's other places that they don't do any service whatsoever. Like, you place an order, you're going to pick up the order, they don't bring it to the table or anything like that. And they'll still put for you to tip on the screen of these places. So I know that it's kind of like a hit or miss, or it's a very controversial topic at the moment here, at least in the States. I know that in Europe it's different. Like in restaurants, it's not customary for you to tip. So I'm assuming that when you get your hair and your nails done and things like that, you also don't tip. So let me know. I would love to know a little bit more about that in general from wherever it is that you live. So battery is about to die. I'm going to put my phone to charge while I drive. We might go pick up a treat. The wind outside is wild, but you guys already saw, I thought we would end this vlog with a bang and in true May fashion, have some crumble cookie. If you guys have been following me on Instagram, I know I've been really, really bad, but my gosh, the lineup lately has been so incredible. And a little just touching up on my fitness journey, I am so happy with where I've gotten. I started back in October, May? Was it October? Yes, it was October of last year. So after we got back from our Doha trip, I knew that, I wanted to make a change. I wasn't feeling comfortable in my own skin and just for health reasons, honestly. So I've been working with a trainer and I count macros, which honestly for me is the best option to maintain long term. So that's why I decided to go with him, because I knew that he would be okay with going that route. And then that way I could learn a little bit more to be able to incorporate it and keep it going for, the rest of my life, basically. I don't like quick fixes. I don't like, just you can only have like 3 smoothies a day sort of thing, because for me personally, that's just not sustainable long term. So I've been working with him for 6 months. I am very happy where I'm at. He has had me in a cut. So I've been on a calorie deficit for those 6 months. And then hopefully now what we're going to do is we're going to go to a maintenance just so that I can stay in my weight. So my calories will go up a little bit and I'll be able to lift a little bit heavier. So hopefully I'll be able to tone a little bit more. But I feel like I myself have taken myself to that maintenance level by having these crumble cookies. So I already know that the red velvet is extremely delicious. Oh my God, it looks so, so good. So I had to come get another one, guys. If you don't know, now you know. Red velvet is my absolute favorite. I can have red velvet anything. And when I saw that they were going to come out with the red velvet cupcake, I loved it because they released a red velvet recently, but it had white chocolate chips inside and not the vibe I was going for. I like my red velvet with my cream cheese frosting. So, so yummy. So I ended up getting a different one to try with you guys here. And it was one that I didn't pick up this week. I actually just went for the red velvet and the carrot cake because that's another favorite of mine. But this is the New York cheesecake cookie. So let's give it a try together. Guys, I can watch those like eating cookie videos on TikTok. Oh my God. My husband is like, you're such a weirdo. And I'm like, oh my God, I just love seeing people eat stuff. So let me know if you guys like those type of videos too, or if this is just going to be so awkward for you guys to watch. But anyways, cheers. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 Hold on, let me make sure that my teeth are not looking a mess. So for the most part, their cookies are chilled or warm. The red velvet is warm and it's so delicious. It's so soft and gooey. However, this one is chilled and the cookie itself is a little bit harder, but it is like a graham cracker cookie. So I guess it has to have that sort of consistency. And then you have the delicious cream cheese frosting with a little bit more of the graham cracker crumble on top. So, so, so delicious. Incredible. Oh God. A lot of people that like review crumble are either like they love it or they hate it. Sometimes they say that the cookies are too soft. I love me a good like chewy cookie. And for sweets, I honestly can eat sweets over salty anytime. Like I would rather eat a full cake rather than a meal. But for sweets, I love either like cupcakes or cookies. Those are like my go-to kind of sweets. So Crumble and I were just in a committed relationship, in a very, very committed relationship. So I just wanted to try that one out with you guys. I will leave the red velvet for a little bit later. I'll probably have it as a snack later on tonight. I think I'm going to end the vlog here, you guys. This vlog, I'm sure, has been extremely long, but I hope you enjoyed it. It was just a come hang out with me sort of day. I had a few things that I had to do, so I just wanted to kind of bring you guys along, chit chat with you a little bit, and just provide a different type of content for you guys to enjoy. As always, I appreciate that you guys take the time to hang out with me, and I hope to catch you all in my next one. Bye, everyone.